in my life when I was happiest. First was the day I met Josh.
I'm Josh.
I'm Iris. And the second, the day I killed him.
Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
In a world where cinematic universes continue to expand and push the boundaries of both visual storytelling and interconnected narratives, few projects have managed to generate the kind of fervent anticipation that surrounds the pairing of Avatar: The Last Airbender, Companion, with the pulse-pounding action of Extraction 3, a fusion that promises to blend elemental mysticism with raw modern warfare in a way audiences have never quite experienced before. The very notion of this crossover is enough to spark endless speculation and debate, as fans from two distinct worlds, those who cherish the deeply spiritual and culturally rich tapestry of Avatar's bending nations, and those who thrive on the grit, sweat, and danger of Tyler Rake's high-stakes missions, suddenly find themselves contemplating a shared narrative space where philosophies clash, skills are tested, and destinies intertwine. The premise alone opens a door to storytelling possibilities that go far beyond the standard sequel formula, giving us a cinematic experiment that feels bold, risky, and exhilarating. The Companion, in this context, is not just a side character or narrative device. It becomes a narrative anchor, a bridge between two worlds that would otherwise never meet, serving as the emotional core that pulls together the elemental mastery of the Avatar realm and the mercenary grit of the Extraction series. Imagine the opening scenes, cutting between a serene temple in the Earth Kingdom where the wind carries whispers of an ancient prophecy and a crumbling urban landscape where Tyler Rake navigates a hailstorm of bullets in the rain-soaked streets of an unnamed war zone. The visual language here would shift seamlessly from the painterly, almost meditative compositions of the Avatar universe to the kinetic, handheld chaos of Extraction's signature action sequences, underscoring the tonal shift while maintaining a sense of unity. The Companion, perhaps an entirely new character, could be a displaced soul caught between these two realms, maybe an airbender who has been stranded in the modern world after a bending anomaly tore through the barriers between realities, or perhaps a hardened Extraction operative who inadvertently stumbles into the Avatar world and must grapple with powers and philosophies beyond comprehension. This dual perspective allows the film to explore both wonder and fear, awe and danger in a single breath, making the audience feel the weight of every decision, every fight, and every moral crossroad. The narrative could unfold through a series of escalating encounters, initial mistrust, reluctant alliances, and eventual unity against a threat that neither world could handle alone. For the Avatar side, this could mean bending battles that stretch the limits of creativity and visual spectacle, blending martial arts choreography with CGI wizardry to create sequences that feel both grounded in physical discipline and elevated by supernatural force. For the Extraction side, it could mean integrating the tight, relentless action set pieces the series is known for, close-quarters combat, intense chases, and nerve-shredding standoffs, into landscapes and environments shaped by elemental manipulation. Imagine Tyler Rake adapting his combat strategies on the fly as his surroundings shift under the influence of waterbenders or earthbenders, or an elite squadron trying to breach a fortress protected by firebenders whose flames cut through steel like butter. The interplay between these fighting styles would not only serve as eye candy, but as a narrative statement. Survival depends on adaptation, and adaptation depends on understanding the other. The Companion's role here becomes even more crucial. They might be the one who sees beyond the fear and suspicion, who recognizes that the philosophies of bending and the instincts of survival are not mutually exclusive, and that the only way forward is to combine the wisdom of one world with the tactical precision of the other. This isn't just about spectacle, it's about identity, belonging, and the question of whether the skills and morals you've been raised with can survive when you're thrust into an alien reality. Layered into this would be personal stakes. Perhaps Tyler Rake's mission is tied to protecting someone who holds the key to closing the rift between worlds, and perhaps that person is bonded to the Companion. Maybe the Avatar world is facing a bending imbalance that only someone from the Extraction side can solve,